Okay, good morning. We are recording from the car phone. Monday motivation video. This is my best friend Tabitha.
Hello.
And she is very motivational and inspirational to me. I know she doesn't believe that, but I have literally seen her come from nothing and like rebuild herself every single time. So I wanted her to talk a little bit about it so that you guys know that that is possible and you're not alone on this like journey when you feel like you're alone and you can't do it, or you've been going through it too much and you just can't do it anymore. So Tabitha, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, and then I'll ask you some questions.
I'm Tabitha. I'm 34. I have 3 children. All a lot older now, 12, 14, and 16. And I've been through 2 divorces. And pretty much a single mom most of my life. And I do still live at home with my parents. And I'm just trying to get through the daily struggles of life, on top of all the other stuff that's happened.
How many divorces have you had?
2.
2 divorces.
Yeah.
How many
Failed relationships?
failed relationships?
A lot of failed relationships.
What about weight loss and weight gain?
So actually more recent, I've gone from, I was 190, I want to say. I went down to 145. And now I'm back probably to like 170. So that I need to work on. But it is possible to do it completely natural.
Yes.
You just got to make time for yourself.
And plan ahead.
And plan.
I feel like planning ahead is a big thing when you're trying to lose weight.
I mean, it's hard. Things get in the way. You have
Yeah.
3 kids, work, stress.
Life happens.
Men.
Yeah, see, ladies, we're not alone.
Oh, man.
But how many diets have you been on in your life?
I want to say I've tried every one.
Right.
I've also tried every pill there is.
Right.
And when I actually lost 80 so pounds, I wasn't on any diet. I wasn't on any pills. But I did move. I had to get up and move each day. I think that was like the key.
That is the key.
And my favorite thing to do was to go out into nature and walk. That really did it for me. And it made me connect kind of, I think, with the earth, made me feel grounded. Really spoke to my heart.
I feel like the nature working out in nature is a twofer. You get to work out, and so it's good for your body, but then you also get to heal with nature, and your body heals itself when it's in the wild, because we're wild animals. Our bodies are used to being in nature, or they used to be. Now we're so domesticated that we're
you
not.
Get that vitamin D.
Yeah.
You kind of realize things when you're out there. Your kind of mind is at a meditation state, and kind of look at the life around you and start thinking about different things, not the everyday problems that you have that we may be overly worrying about.
Yeah.
I think that's very common.
It's very, overthinking. A lot of high stress also. Stress is like an inflammation in the body. It works like an inflammation in the body. So it's hard to work out, lose weight, eat right, and your body doesn't know that it's just under stress. So that's another thing. Like when you manage your stress in a healthy way, you're actually able to lose weight faster.
You know, the weird thing is when I felt like the weight was just melting off at that point, I felt like my mind was in the right place. I was giving myself self-love, and it was just melting away, and I didn't know really why.
Exactly.
And I think when your mind's in the right place, it kind of just happens.
Exactly. When you're focusing and you're not overwhelmed and your anxiety is handled and everything like that,
well, I want to say women's bodies, you're in the more of a fight or flight mode most of the time. And your body's under a lot of stress. You can't really lose weight when you're feeling like that all the time. So you got to remember to try to get out of that sometimes. Give your brain and body a break.
And How about food? What's your relationship with food?
I love food. Food is my enemy.
No. Food is your friend.
I love food.
We love food. So the question is, how can you lose weight and love food? You have to love the food that's good for you, right?
Yes.
So, and that's a mindset shift as well.
You know, all of it is.
Yeah.
All of it is. You have to retrain your brain. I mean, it's only like, what is love and hate? It's something that your brain has signaled that to you. You only hate things because you tell yourself you hate things. You can very well say just as easy, oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And it will change your whole life.
Like a thing I like to say is, my body loves when I feed it good. Because then I'm making it less about my brain and more about what I'm doing. Because as a mom, it's what can I do for somebody else, right? What can I do to make sure my child's healthy? What can I do? So instead of doing that, I say my body, I'm making my body healthy. I'm making my body happy. Then I feel like I'm doing it for someone else. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it just for my brain, for me. I'm doing it for my body. It's kind of a nurturing thing.
Yeah. Well, I think it makes it easier too when you have other people on board with the eating, like maybe your children.
The support.
Yeah. And you know, at first they may not like it, but I've learned that they start to like it as they start eating it more and more. They feel better. Your taste buds kind of change as you start eating that way, and other things just don't taste good anymore. And that happens with the children as well, and they actually enjoy the food you make for them more.
I mentioned that last week, I think, about the sugar. My daughter actually doesn't binge on sugar like other people's children would love to have a giant chocolate cupcake or a big brownie or cookies all the time. She actually, I'll bring home a cupcake from work at a potluck or whatever, and she will take one bite and say, can I throw this away? It's kind of rich. That's what happens when you train them, you know, when you just, not training, but when you're filtering out, you're crowding out the bad and you're crowding in the good. And I just wanted to do this kind of a fun car interview because first off, it's different, a different setting. Second off, she's so inspirational, motivational just from her story. And I wanted people to see that you can go and your weight can fluctuate and your life can fluctuate.
There will be up and downs. I mean,
with everything.
With everything. And it depends on who you're around and what you're doing that really can impact your life and how you think. And I think that's a big thing that we don't realize.
Yeah, we don't think about it. So I just wanted to come on and say, you are exactly where you need to be, right? We're exactly where we need to be.
We are.
Maybe we are always
We
judging.
can always be better. Always.
You can always go
be
up.
better.
Maybe we're always judging ourselves, but we're our own worst critic.
Too harshly. We're not robots. We're people.
Yeah, we're human beings. We need to let off the gas pedal sometimes and just love ourselves. So, is there any words of motivation? Any give them a mantra for the week to think about?
Well, I mean, just love yourself. Imagine your body has gotten you this far. Imagine everything that you have put it through, and it is still working for you, and it's providing for you. You're alive, you're breathing. I mean, life doesn't get any better than this. You just gotta look at all that and everything it's done for you, and I just love it. Give it a lot of love, and your life will start to change.
Yeah, and you're blooming, and we're all coming up. We're all rising.
You're all. They say so much. Everybody's perfect in their own way and stuff. But, I mean, it's really true. It's a little deeper than just that saying. You really gotta just love you.
So that's our mantra for the week. Love yourself. And we love you. And you know all the places to follow me. She's the Inspired Healer. I will tag her in the video. And we love you. Have a great week. Let's get this week started.